So, welcome back to the Weenie Wasteland. Welcome back to me trying to stagger my way through Fallout 2. I'm actually having a lot of fun playing it. It is a very unusual game in that it's usual for its time, but it's unusual now. Though it's been interesting because there's all this this resurgence of these games that are just like Fallout. Like, you know, in a sense, they're more like Baldur's Gate because I think Baldur's Gate is the touchstone people usually go to. But Wasteland 2 obviously was released very recently. Pillars of Eternity today. So I think it's cool to revisit these games and to kind of see what they're about. So I am currently addicted to Jet, just like y'all are addicted to watching me be addicted to Jet, and well, I'm gonna try and cure it. My goal here is to get into see Myron, because as I understand it, Myron is the guy who invented Jet or something. So I'm gonna dig around in the stables a little more now that I've finished the Redding quests, and I'm gonna see if I can manage to sneak in or talk my way in. I don't know. Of course I'm overloaded, 9 pounds overloaded. So wouldn't be a day of Fallout without a little bit of juggling inventory. Here, have this 2-pound TV dinner. Get rid of 9 pounds worth of stuff. I have an extra gun right now, so I guess I'll just trade him the gun that I actually want to be using. Okay. There we go. Now we're moving at modern game speed. Yeah, so I need to try and get in to talk to Myron, but those dickhead guards wouldn't let me. And I think that the way to do so is through this researcher, Marjorie. Now, I don't think I can talk to her. Very busy. You again. What do you want? I'm a new personnel. Oh, more guards. So here's the thing. Maybe this is a chance for me to get in. I think if I can talk to Myron, I should be able to like start that quest. So I'm not a new guard. I'm not a guard. One of the new researchers. You're a researcher? I've never seen you before. Do I look like a researcher? Like, you know what? I'm gonna go to UBC one day dressed up in plate armor with spikes all over it, and go to the chemistry department and just try to convince someone that I work there. I have at least as much persuasion ability as my Fallout character, right? You guys think I'm persuasive, don't you? You let me in. So I don't know. Let's see. How much do I know? I know enough. Oh, so she doesn't want... I guess... I wonder if I have another chance. I think this is if I have a high enough medical skill. Oh my god, okay. So my verisimilitude, and we've talked about this before, persistence of NPC reactions in a game can be really strong or really weak depending on how well defined it is. Like, I fucked up that conversation, right? Like, I tried to make her think that I knew what I was doing and I was a science guy and whatever, but she didn't believe me. And so, yeah, and so then she got rid of me. And I shouldn't be able to have that conversation again. I shouldn't be able to use the exact same responses, but hey, here we are. More guards, as if they do any good. You should have received instructions from whoever sent you here. Talk to the other guards to find out your assignment. Now go. Now I'm going to try and hit on her. Excuse me, I was hoping you could show me around. That's why I was standing here and felt compelled to talk to you. I'm very flattered, but also very busy. Again, I'm doing that thing where the longest response is almost always the right one. I'm not that busy. Well, no, pretty busy. I mean, mostly chem testing. We have to slave go over the edge. Doesn't purposely injecting experimental methamphetamines into enslaved humans make you question your basic humanity? Wow, that sounds dangerous. Do you get hurt? Do you have many patient fatalities? Other than that, how's the chem tests going? Why the tight schedule? No one's come out and said it's due to Jet desperation. Jet's potent enough, but there's a good deal of room for improvement. I've been to Reading. I know all this already. The more he knows who I work for. Here we go. So now we're talking about Myron. You could call that. He's a smart one. I'll give him that. But he doesn't care much about what goes on up here. He mostly stays in the basement vault. No visitors except for the train of prostitutes. I mean, I know she means one prostitute after another, but I'm just imagining like a locomotive full of sex workers that just like rolls into Myron's lab. Gross. Could I see him? Temporary badge. Boom! Alright, let's go and talk to this guy. I'm one step closer. I'm gonna get this problem cured, everybody. Hey, the door's open as if they knew I was coming. These guys know me. Alright, you pixelated Bill Gates wannabe.
Who are you? And how the hell did you get in here? Where are those jackass guards?
Alright, so this is another one of those voices that Myron's obviously important because, you know, he has his own animated portrait. But do you recognize the voice? I'm not going to look it up, but I bet if I keep talking to him, you'll recognize it.
So, who are you? Spill it or I'll have the guards beat it out of you. Maybe. Who the hell are you?
I'm Grigori.
Oh, that's so. Well, why are you here? Huh? Thought you could hit Myron up for some free drugs?
Chems? Like what?
You stupid. Jet, motherfucker. Jet. You're talking to its maker. Its creator. It's God.
Oh, he's the jet god. Cool. Fucking nerds. You made Jet?
Damn right I did. I make the shit everybody wants and can't get enough of.
Well, good for you.
Why? Because I could. Family Mordino needed a product. Myron makes a product. Mordino makes Myron happy. At least as happy as they're able. Nice little circle of love, huh? Yeah, I'm listening.
Maybe we could help each other. I could use a man with your skills. Why don't we ditch this town? Travel with me for a while, then the Mordinos will wake up to how valuable you are.
Their boy wonder leaving town. That'd wake them up. Yeah.
Sure would, to make them see what they really lost.
I like that.
Then come with me.
You look full up. Why don't you ditch the tribal? Looks like he takes being a bonehead too seriously.
It's a pretty enlightened attitude. I'll think about it, Myron. Okay, so yeah, I gotta get rid of somebody. I have too many people in my party. And honestly, Sulik, you might be the one that's gotta go. Friend. Because everybody else is kind of good at what they're doing. I mean, I did rescue you from slavery, but you're on your own, Tiger. I'm gonna go upstairs and move some of the stuff that he's carrying into my car. And then we'll move on. Looks like I'm replacing him with fucking a nerd. And God knows I hate nerds. Am I right? Nerds, eh? Unbearable. See what I did there? I was being ironic, because I love nerds.
What, Chippy?
Okay, so he's got some stuff that I want, and I'm never going to be able to carry all of it. And I wish I could just make him drop it, but I can't. This is super annoying. Am I gonna have to do Jet just to do this? I think so. Whatever, man. It's time to move some furniture around. Time to get tore up, everybody.
What, Chippy?
Okay, give me all your guns and armor and crap. Come on, man. What do you got? I can just imagine like it's obviously very like clinical in this because I'm just clicking an interface and we're going back and forth between stuff. But imagine this scene if you were actually watching it, where the main character goes to the trunk of the car, opens it up, huffs a ton of drugs, and then just starts shouting at Sulik like, "Give me your stuff! Come on, let's go, let's go! Come on, give me everything you got!" And starts like throwing it in the truck or in the back of this car and like freaking out. I don't know if other people play games like that, but I can't help but contextualize the UI and like contextualize the behavior that the characters are undergoing. I find it really funny, personally, to think about, like, what would this look like if I were watching it from outside? I imagine it would look pretty funny, TBH. I mean, I guess that's sort of a thing, right, with computer RPGs in this, like, early computer RPGs, is that, like, they're not that far off from something like Zork or like a Mud or a Mush or the early roguelikes or Dwarf Fortress. The game describes stuff to you, but you know, it only has a limited language to speak with, and in this case, the language is tied up by the interface that we have and the sprites on the screen, right? They're still stand-ins. Like, think about it this way, like, say you're playing 4th edition D&D, a game that relies very heavily on miniatures and on the game board. Now, when you're moving your mini around and they fight, you know, you're imagining what the fictional example of that would be like. You're not just like, I'm going to move character A to square B and we're going to see how that feels. You know, we're gonna make rolls, and we're gonna fictionally play out what those rolls might be like. Now, the thing that I find interesting is that these games, in a lot of ways, just do that as well. You're in a situation where you're moving pieces around on functionally on a game board. I mean, in this case, we have a grid. We have like a hex grid. So we're limited to what game can show us, but we're probably also doing a lot of work in our heads, imagining what the characters' interactions are like, or how they move through the world fictionally. I guess this is the thing that I find really interesting, is that, you know, I don't know what... I don't know what games are like. These games are like for you guys, but that's how it is for me. I think about like this just as a starting point for what sort of goes on in my head in terms of playing the game. Alright, so I'm gonna save, and we'll try chatting this guy up again.
You again. So, no, I don't want to hang out with another family. The Mordinos were enough. Lose some
Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta get rid of Sulik. Okay, Sulik, time to go, buddy. I'm sorry, Sulik. You're just...
What distance you need us at? What you need?
How do I get rid of him? I need to wait here till I come back.
Want to take a little nap? Talk to Grampy Boy.
Did that do it? Is he
You
gone?
again. So, ready to go?
Nah, so just tell
Why
him.
the hell not?
Just tell him to
Let's
stand
blow
here.
this popsicle stand.
It's 106 miles to Arroyo. We got a full fusion cell, half a pack of Radaway. It's midnight, and we're in a 50-year-old Vault 13 jumpsuit. Let's hit it.
Yeah, what? Can't you see him
It's a
thinking
very
here?
excitable bird outside. Okay, let's see what he can do. I had some
Yeah,
questions.
What's on your mind?
Tell me about
my
Jet.
finest little addiction. What about how
Is there a
quick?
cure for
A
it?
cure. Sure. You go cold turkey. Of course, I made sure that was a real difficult option with Jet.
Oh wow, you're so smart. Maybe you could make a
For
cure.
fuck's sake, it can't be done, alright? It's a goddamn drug, not a bacterial infection.
Oh really?
Yeah, what's on your mind?
Can you
Can I
make me cans?
drugs? Sorry. Ain't got the raw materials I need. Don't really want to get 'em either.
So he can't. The only thing he can't make is Jet, evidently.
You can't get enough, huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, what's on your mind?
Tell me more
Get
about
over
Jet.
this. I'm not here to be your memory. Oh, how quaint. A cure. Sure. You go, in my lab? Christ. Well, when I came across the Mordino family way back when, they were farming peyote cacti and trying to sell it to tourists as the Reno experience. I mean, peyote? Come on. It isn't even half the strength of, say, old school LSD. Plus, a peyote trip is too long. The profits and fast turnaround and high addiction, like barbiturates before the big one, you know? Problem is, in the new climate, we can't grow most of the veggies needed for the best drugs.
How do I know this stuff? You mean veggies as in coca plants, opium poppies? I'm like from a village somewhere. I don't... Ugh.
Couldn't grow coca plants, opium poppies. Hell, man, did we try. So we figured our best bet was shrooms. You can grow them if you use plenty of Brahmin shit as fertilizer. Plus, hallucinogens have low overhead. So I started experimenting with derivatives of lysergic acid diethylamide and psilocybin. Still, I really wanted to whip up a hard hitter that didn't rely on veggie extracts. Man, was I an idiot, because the answer turned out to be the extracts.
I like how his eyebrows go up and down while he's talking.
What they were growing in. I see. Old Jesus Mordino wanted something that the Reading miners would get addicted to fast and make them work harder. So I said, no problem. Well, it wasn't too hard to come up with a good upper. A sample of that pre-war protein extract. Before the big ones, some meat companies were experimenting with a cheap protein extract for growing food, but they had to ditch it. One little skin bacteria contaminates it, and the contaminated version acted like an amphetamine when ingested. I didn't have to. When they first screwed up, they contaminated tons of that shit. And rather than ditch it, they fed
Blah
it to
blah
their
blah blah blah. Fertilizer.
See, we
Whoa,
started
he just got
experimenting with
angry
Brahmin
face.
shit as fertilizer for the shrooms. Except get this. Then we noticed the slaves working the fertilizer vats were getting high. Right. By putting tons of Brahmin shit in the vats, we found out that the fumes give more than enough of a kick. Eureka! About 100 slaves? Mostly heart attacks, cerebral hemorrhages, psychotic episodes. Yeah, what's on your mind?
Okay, so he knows how to make jet, and it's made out of poop. It's poop air. I'm addicted to poop air. All right, buddy. Well, that's cool. You can come with me. Now, I think that I probably am not me. Intelligence of 6. And what's my science at? Pretty close. Okay, next time I level, I should be able to cure Jet. So, my priority now should be to gain some levels. So let's go find some quests that we can do. I should also equip this guy.
What? Can't you see I'm thinking here?
Let's talk about your gear.
Beats me.
Really? You don't know how to... Okay.
Yeah, I'm listening.
He doesn't know what he's any good at, so that's interesting. Well, I'll take that from you, thank you. And this, thank you very much. Needler pistol. Does he have ammo for this thing? Okay, whatever. I'll take him along, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, what?
I wonder if there's anything on the table. He's got any of his stuff here. I'm really confused. What just happened? Who's attacking me? Wow, it's getting loud. We're having a bit of a rainstorm right now. We're having a bit of a rainstorm here right now, so if the stream cuts out, it's probably because my power did, but fingers crossed that won't happen. You may hear some rain in the background. Also, yeah, I totally I love that this is the Grigori way, right? Like, I'm addicted to drugs. What am I gonna do? Just like buy a lot of drugs? No, I'm gonna go directly to the guy who invented the drug, and I'm going to make them join my stupid adventure. Even though he refuses to make me any more drugs. It's kind of amazing. Let's go to New Reno. I need to buy some ammo. I'm running way out. Oh, I'm burned out again. Still overloaded, huh? Okay. I also have I have a perk now that allows me to use weapons that I'm not strong enough for. So that's cool. So my effective strength is 7 for using weapons. So if I can find something at New Reno Arms that I would like to use instead, I'm gonna try and do that. The guy that owns the store just walking around in the back. Okay. Let's see here, buddy. Bozar. It doesn't tell me anything else about it. Minigun. So this is all the special stock. What I really need is ammo for this pistol. I need 223 ammo. So let's check his regular stock. There we go. That'll do. I think that's all I need from this guy. That Bozar, I think it's a big gun, and I don't have, yeah, I don't have the equipment for that. Oh, I am gonna sell off this shotgun though, because I don't need it if I've got. If I've got that pistol, so let's go and recover it from the trunk of my car. Also got some other stuff that I wouldn't mind selling. And I guess oh no, I gave that pistol to Vic to hold for me. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Let's see what else I can grab from the car and get rid of while I'm at it. Take all. Yeah, not gonna happen. Alright, well that's something. Anything else I want? No, not really. Alright, well let's go to NCR and see what kind of quests they got for me there. Oh, I should get some armor on fucking Boy Wonder over there. And I'll give him a submachine gun. I don't think he's gonna be good in fights, but
Yeah, what? Can't you see I'm thinking here?
I would like to give you some equipment, you big moron. Let's see if he'll equip it. No, he's using needle or pistol. I feel like for the general game, this guy's not a great character to have around, to be perfectly honest. But I also need him to get cured of my jet addiction. When I say cured, I mean I need the cure so that I can not have the addiction and then also be able to do jet all the time. Because that's fun. And having high stats is great. What am I doing for... still overweight. Well, I'll do the thing I always do. Let's walk over here and put my armor on the ground. So I can play the trade game. Oh, such low rent solutions. There we go. Alright, nerdlinger. You are ready to join my party now and probably get yourself killed, and you only have 30 shots of whatever stupid gun you're using, but hey. Let's go to the NCR and see what happens. Oh, I'm gonna run out of juice, yeah. Now I remember that we had, someone had some power cells, I think. I think power cells now? Sorry, Vic. What about you? You have power cells? Nope. Condoms and booze. And let's check the trunk. I feel like Sulik had it, and maybe I used them already. Yeah, because I don't think I can... No, I can't power. Alright, well, fuck it. I'm... Spent all my money on Jet. How am I doing on supply? 16. Spent all my money on Jet and left my car out in the desert. Off we go. We'll crawl to the New California Republic. I'm gonna make a note. Need car fuel. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Sulik had them and I took them away. Well, let's go to the bazaar, shall we? Gun guy over here. Oh yeah, look at all that full metal jacket. Full metal jacket. Okay, so that's really expensive, but I want those. So let's see what other crap we have to barter away. Cassidy? Oh yeah, he's definitely got some stuff we can get rid of. But as usual, I am not strong enough to carry it all. So this is an interesting thing. Let's do the game design talk thing, where there's a function of the game that primarily exists not so that my character can succeed, but so that my experience with gameplay is entertaining and enjoyable. So like, for example, the inventory system in this doesn't really affect the game that much. Like, I just take the most expensive stuff and hold on to it and, you know, try to kind of leave it at that. But like, all of this having to juggle... Did this guy's inventory just change? Having to juggle around all of the stuff that, that I'm carrying is so tedious that I feel like I would have to buy a perk, or whatever. Yeah, that's fun. That's a good bug. I like that. Oh, whatever, we'll buy some ammo for this moron. Or not? I don't... That's also pretty expensive. Yeah, so it's like I have to do all this trading up, and like I don't think inventory management is a thing that people are, like, game designers are really super good at this point in game design history. You know, I would love for it to be better, but unfortunately, you know, we're playing the game we're playing, so. Also, yeah, that bug is really annoying. I would have loved to have been able to buy that ammo that I needed. I wonder if these small energy cells can also re-up the car. I guess I could walk back and find out. Let's go do that. And if I get a random encounter along the way, all the better. Because I'm actually prepared for them now. Yeah, let's go check it out. Car out of power. Is that my note on the map, or is that the game? Who wrote that car out of power note on here in the fiction? Like, if I'm looking at my Pip-Boy, I have to assume it was me, but that doesn't seem like the way that I speak. Yeah, weird. Okay, let's see if I can refuel with these little ones. Of course I can't carry that much. Of course. Here, take my magic cards. They weigh 3 pounds, evidently. Honestly, I think that a lot of games treat inventory as if it's its own mechanic, like that it's a thing of its own. Oh yeah, I can use these. Okay, awesome. You know, like inventory is shouldn't be, at least in my mind, a game in and of itself. It should be a timer or some kind of like processor on the rest of the game. Like look at Diablo. Like Diablo's inventory system is designed. Oops, no, I don't want to drive the car. Diablo's inventory system is designed to time you. It's designed to say, okay, you have X amount of time between town visits. Once your inventory is full, that means it's time to either keep playing and ditch some stuff, or return to town as you are. So I think that it's, in that game, kind of an interesting thing to have. It's function. It serves a function, right? Or like, from a tabletop perspective, basic D&D, the whole point there was that you know, your inventory would indicate to you, kind of like in Diablo, like how long you had before you had to return to town to like shore up your defenses and you know, gather your experience. Now, in this game, especially given that I have a car, which is like a walking inventory item outside of town, all it's really doing, and the fact that my inventory as a player is split among 4 characters, it really, what are they doing? It really hinders the flow of play, making me dig around with that. You know, so if you're looking for a game, I don't know, like computer game wise, aside from Diablo, which obviously, you know, kind of, Jesus, Cassidy. I don't want to say it invented that slot-based system, but it definitely had some input in its existence. You know, I'd be hard-pressed to think of a particular system that does inventory really well. I'm sure, you know, I'm sure that other people have played games like that, or if they exist. But yeah, it's interesting. Thank you for the subscription, Wolfplank. Welcome to the Math Squad. Right now I'm being surrounded by marauders who are slowly kicking Cassidy to death, and he's killing them one at a time. And evidently my other NPCs are just running around in circles. Get him? Yeah, I got him. Yeah, Cassidy, seriously, man, just run away. You're really getting wrecked here. He's gonna die from like getting kicked. Look at these 2 idiots. They're running like back and forth over and over and over. I don't understand. Yeah, that's a good point. Minecraft does a little bit of that. You know, I think that inventory management works best in, like, as a system. Ooh. I really don't want to die. Inventory management works best in a system in which it's a tension indicator. Did you guys see how much damage he just did? 336 damage. That might be an all-time high so far for the playthrough of like, total damage. That is intense. Congratulations, Cassidy. Yeah, tension, right? Like, where it matters. Like, in this game, it doesn't really... Inventory is such a low subsystem that it doesn't really matter that I only have a limited number of slots. It's there... I think a lot of games include it just as a way to, I don't know, increase or impose, like, realism on the game. Like, it thinks that if you don't have an inventory system, your game isn't realistic. So, I don't know. I think that's a bad reason to include something in a game. Most of the time in tabletop RPGs where the inventory system isn't Cassidy killing it, literally. Where inventory management isn't a distinct subsystem in the game, I often just don't think about it. I hand wave it, and then subsequently, if did he just die? Oh my God, Cassidy, get out of there, man! Or use your spear. Whatever. Fallout. Usually I just don't care, right? I pass on thinking about it too much. That's kind of a cool looking gun. Another one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, usually, so what I'll do is, if someone says to me, like, okay, I take out my bazooka, I'll be like, where have you been storing that bazooka exactly? To which the reply is almost always, oh, I don't know, in my inventory, I guess. Which, you know, that's a thing. So just hanging out in the desert, chilling, recovering our hit points, recuperating. I know Cassidy was very hurt in that last combat. We all watched him get stomped a bunch, so I'm gonna give him a chance to recover. So far, Vic and Myron not really pulling their weight.
Chosen, the village weakens. It is harder to touch your dreams. You must hurry, or we will all...
You'll all what, Glenn Danzig? You'll all what? Oh, Glenn. I'm sorry, baby. Alright. So, yeah, alright. Looking for quests now. Quests in the New California Republic. Oh, sorry. Can I talk to these fine young officers of the law? Okay, put away your... Take out your shotgun. Now put away your shotgun. Alright, so I'm going to go looking for quests, but before we go on Operation Quest Hunter, I'm going to take a short break, and when I get back, we'll dig around in the NCR a little deeper and see what we can find. Get ourselves into some Wasteland trouble. Maybe someone in this dump town has some jet we can huff.